Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. All right, this is probably going to be a multi-part video, but this is Monday after work, and I just came in and walked all the tomato grow bags, and none of them have sprouted yet. Get out of my garden. He's in here digging. Anyway, I've got a squash that popped up right there and another one right over there. So 2 of the 5, that may be one there, but at least 2 of the 5 have popped up. None of the white potatoes. None of the red potatoes. And, of course, no carrots yet. Don't need to water today. We got plenty of rain this weekend. So, and those of you that don't know, raised beds dry out a lot faster than in the ground gardening. So, especially if you've got them set up to drain well. But anyway, the onions are doing fantastic still. There's another one coming up there. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, there's one there. It's 18. That's what I count. Nope, there's a 19th one there. So I got one more's popped up. But the onions are just doing great. Now in this bed should be squash, summer squash. And I don't see any of it popped up. And this bed here in the middle behind me where the cat was just digging is zucchini. And I don't see where anything is popped up in there. So that leaves us with the early peas. I've had the 5 popped up over here. I don't see there it is. Okay, so there's 5 over there. And I've had 4 over here. Maybe we missed planting one in the middle. I don't know. But anyway, it's supposed to get cold tonight. It got cold last night, but not freezing. It didn't hit really below freezing until early this morning. The low was around 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So I wasn't worried about it freezing and hurting any of the plants. But that's all the eggs I got today. Not a lot. 3, 6, 9. I got 10. So, not a great egg day, but, you know, it's not bad. So, I'll add to this probably tomorrow and maybe some more Wednesday. We're supposed to have 3 days of sunshine. Unfortunately, with the sunshine, we're also getting a whole lot of wind still and some cold temperatures. Tonight's supposed to be the coldest night, somewhere between 24 and 28. But, again, that lowest temperature is around 7 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't actually drop below freezing until 3:30 or 4 o'clock, which means we're only going to have about 4 hours of below freezing temps. So it drops really fast and then it climbs back up out of it. So I don't think it's going to hurt any of my plants. Peas are cold tolerant usually. So that's what I've been told. So hopefully it won't hurt anything. I'm fixing to pop his... Look, he just dug up my squash that was planting. Get out of there! Lord have mercy. But anywho, I'll do another update probably tomorrow and maybe again Wednesday, and y'all should see this Thursday. So, thank you for watching. Alrighty. Let's take a look and see if anything happened today. We had some sunshine. Not near as much wind, even though the flag's flying pretty well. See if anything's come up. We had that freeze last night. 6 o'clock this morning, it was 26 degrees. But it didn't get below freezing until around 3 o'clock in the morning. And it warmed back up by 8 o'clock. So it wasn't that cold long enough to cause bad issues. So I didn't cover up anything. I did not leave my water running or anything like that. So let's see. Still no tomatoes. So I'm looking to see if there's any squash poked up yet. And nothing. That's unusual. The squash usually comes up pretty fast. All right. Onions are still doing really well, as y'all can see. There's quite a few onions. I think I counted 19 last time. I'm not going to count them again. There's at least that many. Still no tomatoes. I'm going around checking. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Okay. No tomatoes in any of the grow bags. I may have to do what one of y'all told me and start them in a cup in the house and then bring them out. I don't know. I've never had them take that long. So, all right, that's supposed to be zucchini in this bed. I don't see where any, I don't see where any seed is poked through. So zucchini and squash have not sprouted over in these two beds. Of course, no carrots. And this is white potatoes. No, red potatoes. Still don't see any green popping up. This is white potatoes. Maybe it's getting close. I see the ground's cracking right there, so maybe there's something about to pop up right there. We will see. All I see is a little bit of weeds, and that ain't no big deal. So this is squash. I had one pop up right there, if you can see. Looks like it's about to die on me. And this one here looks pretty rough. The cat just about dug it up yesterday. The edges are dark, so that freeze may have got them, or it could be the cats that got up here and messed with them. I don't know. But I don't see any more popped up anywhere. I was hoping there would be more. All right, let's get over here to the early peas. We still got these 4. Nothing in the middle. I must have forgot to plant one in the middle. And I've still got these 5. They have all 5 popped up. So I will end up putting, cages over all of these green bean these early pea plants to give them something to run on. I thought about putting a T-post, 4 of them actually, one in each corner, and then run some string 2 or 3 times from T-post to T-post and give it something to run on. So I may end up doing that, because from what I understand, these things are going to run pretty good, kind of like the green beans did last year. So far, all I've got is the onions and the early peas. I expected better, but I'm planning on going to buy some soil this weekend. I may not. I'm going to have to wait and see. But I will definitely get that, or I'm going to try to get that raised bed put together and get it set out here. So hopefully I'll be able to go get some soil and start filling it up. And I may get a few extra black cow manure compost and sprinkle it on top of the beds that haven't grown anything yet. Just to add some nutrients to it. I don't know. All right, I got to get over here and feed the chickens and check the waterers and collect the eggs. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm at the end of the second can, and actually I took some out of the third can and put in here because I crushed up all the eggshells I had saved up and mixed it in with the feed in here, and I had to take some out just to have room to mix it. So this can's empty. This one technically was empty. I had about a bucket's worth left, and then these 3 are full. So going pretty good. I need to throw them some scratch feed because they love it, and make them happy. The talking about the temperatures where it got cold last night, of course their heat lamps came on. But looking at the forecast for the next 8 days, hopefully longer than that, but for at least the next 8 days, we don't have any more freezing temps. And the highs are getting back up into the 70s. So we got a couple of cooler days and then it gets back up into the 70s, and hopefully it's going to do well. Help the garden get started. Let me throw these some scratch. And go throw the Rhode Island Reds some scratch. Part of the reason I do that, for some of you that may not know, one is they love it and they will go to that scratch and not be around my feed or in the way while I'm going in and out with their feed bucket and collecting the eggs and stuff. They just focus on getting all that scratch feed. But it is a treat for them. So, and when it's cold, it takes their body more energy to process the corn, which helps them stay warm. So that's kind of the point. All right, I'm going to get it done, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll do another update on the garden. I hope it's better. Honestly, I hope it's better. So we'll see. All right, that's what we got today on eggs. It's Wednesday afternoon. So I got 3 green and a blue. I got the little small one from the Rhode Island Reds. And 2, 4, 6, 7 more from the Black Sex Links and Rhode Island Reds. I didn't count separate. So I filled their feeders. And collected the eggs, checked their waterers. Everything looked good. Let me set my eggs down, then we'll walk around and check all these grow bags. See if we got any tomatoes popped up yet. Nothing. So far, nothing. That's just, don't normally take 2 weeks. I mean, it's been a week and a half. So, I don't know. Last year I planted some mortgage lifter tomatoes that Jennifer from Jennifer Ocean Homestead sent me. They did fantastic. I had tomatoes everywhere. But this year I planted some that I bought with my daughter, and I went to Lowe's and bought seeds, and these are beefsteak tomatoes and cherry tomatoes, and I ain't got nothing coming up. All right, so we'll start on this side with the raised beds. This should be squash. I had those 2, and I think the freeze got them a little bit, but they're still there. They just don't look great. Nothing else has popped up yet. Could be because the cat got in there. I don't know. This is white potatoes. Russet potatoes, nothing that I can tell. This full 4x8 bed is red potatoes. All right, and of course carrots. All I see is a couple little weeds now. There's there and there. That looks like a row. That is something else, but that might be carrots right there. Can y'all see that? That little one there, and then let's see, you got one here and one here, because I planted seed tape and ran the rows across that way, so that could be it. That'd be good. It's supposed to probably, the way the sky is looking right now, it may rain tonight, but it's a good chance for Thursday and a lot of like 95% chance for Friday. So we got more rain coming. I'm not going to water these beds and then just have them completely drowning with excess water because of the rain, so I probably should water them, but I'm not. They are dry as far as up here, but when you dig down just a couple inches, the soil's still moist. So, all right, let's look at the early peas. Still, just those 4. We must have forgotten to plant one in the middle. I can come back and do that. And then I got these 5. They've done well. The little bit of low temps that we got did not harm them. And I guess I'll count carrots today. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's what I see. Oh, I think I missed one. I didn't count that one. That would be 20. So I got 20 onions coming up. That's good. No tomatoes, that's not good. No squash other than the 2 that the frost got. Not good. No zucchini. The early peas look like they're going to be fantastic, so I'm pleased with that. But I don't know if my grandsons are coming this weekend or not. But if they do, we'll get out here in between the rain and stuff and try to get a few things done. But either way, I'm going to wrap this one up because y'all are used to me uploading videos for Thursday. So we're going to call it this one done. And I'll start working on the next one for y'all. I appreciate y'all watching. So Louis is hanging around. He wants back in the house. I have not let him back in the house. When my grandkids were here last weekend, my middle daughters and her kids, they were in that room that I closed in for them, and I had a bedspread for one of their beds. They balled up on the end of the bed, and it was, washed. We had not even made the bed yet. They were all in there sitting around on the edge of the bed watching TV, and this cat decided to jump up there and pee on that blanket. And he hadn't been inside long, so we put him out, and I re-washed that blanket. But he has not been back in the house since. So my daughter said he's supposed to be an outside cat to catch mice. So I guess that's what he's doing. I bought some new feed. She gave me 9 lives, but I tried to buy some, what I thought was much, much better feed. And I bought a big bag of it. And it's that brownish stuff down there. The reddish colored stuff is the 9 lives. He likes it, but he does not like that new feed I bought him. But it is what it is. I've got a big bag that's going to get eat up before I buy more. But Sparky's doing well. I did fill his feeder yesterday, and it was like 3/4 of the way full. He doesn't eat a whole lot when he's not near as active. But he's got access to it, and y'all see he's got a blue bucket. I bought a new bucket and gave him a new water bucket. The other one was stained pretty bad, but also it was starting to dry rot. If I grabbed the little rims around it, it would start breaking. So I didn't want it to break and him not have a water bucket. So he's got a new one. So all the animals are doing well. The garden's doing what a garden does when it's a week and a half old, I guess. But I appreciate you guys watching, hitting the thumbs up, subscribing to the channel. Remember, I've got another bed that I got to put together. It's actually right there. I got to get it out, get it put together this weekend, I hope, and might get some soil for it. I don't know yet. But either way, we're going to finish out the raised bed part of the greenhouse. And then all the grow bags, will run around the outside edge for now. So thank y'all for watching. Remember what I've always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.